Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
Something is very wrong with this guy.
She's got the best body.
Yeah, she's hot.
His daughter wife had...
This is borderline predatory behavior.
In a bizarre twist of events, Trump's unsettling fascination with women, particularly his own daughter Ivanka, has come to light. Picture this: a tale of a father-daughter dynamic gone awry. Trump, not your average dad, seems to have forgotten the boundaries between fatherly love and inappropriate comments. Trump's comments about Ivanka are cringeworthy at best and downright disturbing at worst. He's been caught on multiple occasions making lewd remarks about her appearance.
By the way, your daughter.
She's beautiful.
Can I say this? A piece of ass.
Yeah.
She looks more voluptuous than ever.
She's actually always been very voluptuous. She's tall. She's almost 6 feet tall.
To even suggesting he would date her if she wasn't his daughter.
Said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know.
It's the kind of stuff that makes your skin crawl and leaves you wanting to wash away the ickiness. Even in public appearances, like on the Howard Stern show, Trump didn't hold back. He allowed inappropriate discussions about Ivanka's looks to unfold, almost as if he relished the attention.
You ever discuss sex with your daughter?
No.
You do not?
No.
You've never sat
And I
her
have
down?
a feeling we're not going to hear.
Yeah, no.
Stern, known for his controversial antics, didn't hesitate to join in, further objectifying Ivanka in front of her own father.
You know about sexual predators and things like that. I mean,
You are one.
All right, I was going to say that, but it's true.
But the shock doesn't stop there. Former Trump staffer Miles Taylor revealed even more disturbing details, claiming Trump went as far as fantasizing about having intimate relations with Ivanka. The level of discomfort and wrongness in these revelations is enough to make anyone feel nauseous. One would expect a presidential candidate to exhibit better judgment, especially when it comes to family matters. However, Trump seemed unfazed by the inappropriate nature of the conversations, perpetuating a narrative that goes beyond normal father-daughter dynamics. This troubling behavior sheds light on Trump's warped view of women, with Ivanka inadvertently caught in the crossfire.
My daughter,
is.
Ivanka.
Yeah.
She's 6 feet tall. She's got the best body.
Yeah, she's hot.
The lines between familial love and objectification blur in Trump's world, leaving Ivanka in an uncomfortable position. The saga continues, with Trump's disturbing actions painting a troubling picture of a father-daughter relationship gone off the rails. It's a story that goes beyond mere discomfort. It delves into the realm of the unacceptable and raises serious questions about Trump's respect for women, even those closest to him. Pacman isn't holding back in his critique of Trump's disturbing behavior. He bluntly states that regardless of Trump's opinions on his daughter's looks, he is simply unfit to hold the office of President of the United States. It's hard to argue against this point. Making inappropriate comments about his own child on national radio hardly screams presidential material. The radio incident, as described by Pacman, is labeled as mind-bendingly creepy, highlighting the deep-seated issues within Trump. Normal fathers don't engage in conversations where their daughter is referred to in such a derogatory manner. It's as if Trump lost sight of the fact that he was running for president, not competing for the title of the creepiest dad of the year. Consistency seems to be Trump's forte in all the wrong ways. Whether it's discussing random women or his own daughter, he manages to stumble into uncomfortable territory with his words. Just when you think his behavior couldn't deteriorate further, along comes Miles Taylor with a bombshell of revelations. Taylor, with his insider knowledge from working as Trump's chief of staff at Homeland Security, unveils a darker side to Trump's interactions with women. Ivanka, unfortunately, remains a target of her father's unsettling comments, even in private settings. According to Taylor, Trump didn't shy away from making those around him uneasy with his inappropriate remarks. But the most disturbing part? Taylor alleges that Trump crossed a line by not only objectifying his daughter, but delving into explicit discussions about potential intimate relations with her. The revelation is stomach-churning, prompting even Trump's own chief of staff to intervene and urge him to cease such discussions. The scenario paints a grim picture of a man who appears to have forgotten his role as a father and leader. Pacman doesn't mince words in condemning Trump's actions as sick and far from normal. The notion of a father entertaining thoughts about being intimate with his own child is not just peculiar, it's deeply troubling. Taylor's disclosures only add more weight to the already tarnished image of Trump, showcasing a pattern of behavior that continues to shock and disappoint. Ivanka must be feeling incredibly uncomfortable and embarrassed by the recent revelations. It's one thing for your father to make inappropriate comments about you in public. But discovering that he was doing so behind closed doors adds a whole new level of awkwardness to family interactions. The information from Taylor's book is shedding light on what many already suspected about Trump. His troubling demeanor towards women goes beyond mere impropriety and delves into darker territories. Pacman is relentless in his criticism of Trump, highlighting how these repeated patterns of behavior indicate a fundamental lack of respect towards women. If Trump struggles to treat his own daughter with decency, how can he be expected to lead a nation with fairness and integrity? The accumulation of Trump's public remarks about women, coupled with the private disclosures from Taylor, paints a disconcerting picture of a man unfit for the responsibilities of leadership. Trump's unsettling fixation on women isn't limited to Ivanka. It extends to a history of objectifying women in various contexts. During his presidential campaign, instead of projecting a dignified image, Trump frequently made inappropriate and lewd comments about women.
Every woman lied.
She's a world-class liar.
I love the women that faint when I speak.
His tendency to reduce women to mere physical attributes demonstrates a shallow and disrespectful perspective that transcends social boundaries.
I have such respect for women. I cherish women.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Despite the blatant display of inappropriate behavior, some individuals dismiss Trump's actions as simply Trump being Trump, excusing his behavior as candid or acceptable. However, being the former president of the United States demands a higher standard of conduct and respect for all citizens, regardless of gender. Pacman rightly emphasizes that Trump's consistent disregard for women reveals a long-standing pattern of belittlement that cannot be brushed aside as mere slip-ups. The concerning part is that some of Trump's supporters continue to defend his behavior, citing excuses like honesty or locker room talk. However, holding the highest office in the country necessitates a level of respect and dignity for all individuals, irrespective of personal views. Trump's track record of objectifying women underscores a disturbing trend that undermines the principles of equality and respect that should be upheld by any leader. The repercussions of Trump's behavior have undeniably tarnished his image among many women voters. It's understandable why they would hesitate to support a candidate who has a history of publicly rating women's looks or making inappropriate remarks. Pacman has been inundated with a mix of reactions to Trump's behavior. On one hand, there are those who are deeply disturbed by Trump's actions, particularly his objectification of his daughter Ivanka, considering it a major scandal that should have precluded him from the presidency. On the other hand, there are supporters who seem unperturbed by Trump's behavior, emphasizing policy over personal conduct, even in the face of troubling remarks. The stark contrast in responses highlights a broader societal dilemma. It showcases a fundamental divide on the importance placed on a leader's personal behavior and the policies they enact. The inability to reach a consensus on what constitutes acceptable conduct for a president reflects the deep-rooted divisions within the country. Pacman's stance is clear. He asserts that Trump's behavior disqualifies him from holding the highest office, regardless of his views on his daughter's appearance. The ongoing debate surrounding Trump's remarks underscores a critical question about the standards we uphold for our leaders and what behavior we deem acceptable in those who represent us. The divisive nature of these discussions underscores the need for a deeper reflection on the values and expectations we hold for those in positions of power. Thank you for watching. The revelations about Trump's behavior towards his daughter Ivanka have sparked intense discussion about leadership, respect, and the standards we expect from public figures. Whether you found this story disturbing or believe it's part of a larger narrative, one thing is clear. It challenges us to reflect on what we deem acceptable in those who hold power. Stay tuned for more insights and discussions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for updates on our latest content. Until next time, take care.